I can only answer that question from my legal background, yes. And it is that which still exists and is yet to expire is supposed to be still existing. Of course, if there are clauses in it, in them that permit mid-term reviews, why not? Yes, and I think that could be one of the things we want to make sure will begin to appear in every contract henceforth, that you don't bind yourself with knots which you cannot from time to time due to the exigencies of the situation or circumstances, go back to the negotiating table to go and review. Yes, and so really, well, I'm not a politician, as I think you all know, but as to me, the size of a company is neither here nor there. If it's a big company, if it's a tiny company, it's the same. You apply, it's the same considerations. If the terms of the old agreement are not beneficial, but even if you think they were beneficial, you want to optimize the beneficial opportunities for the company, for the country, for the next period. Yes, and that's very important. And I think that if the experiences of some of the recent activities regarding contracts and contractual arrangements that we've been hearing about concerning other countries are anything to go by. I don't have all the details, but one can always, with a contract, one can always call the other party back to the table for renegotiation. You cannot force new things on them if the agreement has not expired, but you can make a move for renegotiation. That too is allowed. So whilst we are on legality and non-legality, I want to go back to city, yes, concerning because as Dr. Kwachi noted, it was about Galamsey. Some of us, well, like I said, I'm not a politician. And maybe that's why I don't see the difficulty in dealing effectively with illegality. Whether you're going to call it Galamsey, whatever you're going to call it, it is an illegal form. You can only, in any country, you can only have legal extraction and illegal extraction. There's no middle, semi-legal, what would you call it? Semi-legal or semi-illegal. No, I don't see any such thing. So illegality must be dealt with in accordance with the law that applies to illegality regarding that activity. That's all. But if you keep playing games, all you're doing is enabling. You keep shifting the goalpost. You keep, okay, then we will do this, then we will do that. No. If it's community mining, it is community mining under a certain framework. Everybody has to toe the line. Then it is not an illegal activity. But to the extent that it is illegal, then the law has to prevail. And if we continue in this country to have truck, to hold truck, to be afraid of dealing with unlawfulness, be it unlawfulness on the roads or unlawfulness in the construction of buildings, and for that matter, unlawfulness in extraction of natural resources. All that we're doing is allowing the framework of law and order in our country to be chipped away, till one day we find that we are standing on air because everybody is engaged in illegality, and therefore law means nothing. And when it's like that, then we are back in the state of nature, where life is brutish and short. So let's be very careful with the kind of word games, name games, and labeling that we've been playing. And as far as I'm concerned, the media is as much a culprit. Yeah, Joy has been doing a lot in exposing, but at the same time, there's a lot of approbation and reprobation. What is wrong is wrong. Maybe because I'm a Kwapin and we are known that near enye no enye. You cannot dress it in any other clothing. Enye enye. When it's illegal, it's illegal. It should not get into, so what do we do with the champagne or whatever, the equipment? That's neither here nor there. It's an illegal activity. What you will do with the tools of the illegal activity, there should be a law dealing with that. It should not be something subject to debate. If somebody goes shooting somebody with a gun and they are arrested and the gun is seized, there's a law on what happens to that gun. Why should it be different if it's a champagne or whatever the machine is? Let's become a bit more categorical when it comes to law enforcement, because the stability of our nation is at stake. There are too many illegal guns in the system, backing illegal mining and illegal felling of timber and illegal whatever, and the smuggling and all that. Everybody seems to be armed. There's a proliferation of arms, and we should also be very concerned about that. And these arms are being used to support illegality. And we will reach a point where, if we're not careful, our succeeding generations will be just a bunch of rebels who have no idea of right and wrong, because illegality is wrong and legality is right. Thank you.